Hello everyone, back once again with another review, but today I'm doing things a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing the Parth Wolf Spider Varma G.I. Joe Classified and the Crimson Alley Viper. So without further ado, I'm going to break these boxes down and we're going to get into it. I'm going to do this quick sticks because that's how I roll. Alright, so you get a nice look at the digital render / art piece on here. Got the loadout, QR code, and the skill sets on the side. We'll get into that in a second. Then we've got a look at the figure on the back and what it comes with. Nice look at the different decal on the head mask and also the backpack. So the skill sets. So one of them is obscured, and that one is a foot soldier, and he is a level 2 in that. The next one over is shield, and he's also a level 2 in that. The third one is, I believe, to be grenades, and he's a level 4 in that. And then the final one is urban combat, which makes sense because he's an Alley Viper, and he's a level 4 in that. So let's have a look at the figure. Alright, so most of you know he is a repaint of the original Alley Viper, and he does look very similar to the Crimson Alley Viper we got in the Pursuit of Cobra line. And that's about it on that front. So, you know, I'm not going to go too much into detail here. You've got different, obviously, paint decos, which I really like, and I'm going to be pairing mine with the Hiss once it arrives. I think this is a really nice figure. I only bought the one of them. I don't feel a compulsion to have more than that, simply because I've got quite a few of the original Alley Vipers, and that is the OG in my eyes, and I like those a lot. So let's get him all kitted up and we'll see how he looks on that front. So he's number 91 in the line. I don't think I mentioned that in the intro. This is the standard little Pelican case, as my man Bobby B calls them, I believe. So we're just going to get through all this stuff real quick. Just open my bag of chips here. I assure you they are not Doritos. Alright, so you've got the backpack, same as the original one. You've got the visor, which, as I mentioned, it does have a different deco on here, and also in here. You got the grappling hook, the machine gun, and the submachine gun. Same as the other one, nothing spectacularly different. You got the grapple hook. Hiya! 2 knives. And this sidearm, which is a bit meh. Plus the 2 clips. And that is that. Now, one thing I did neglect to show was the shield, because it was inside a piece of cardboard that I'd thrown to the side. So I believe that has a different display to the original Alley Viper, and I'm going to show you that I am correct. So hang on, we'll just move this thing around. So you can see he tends to have a different readout, more based on the on what the other one is. Like, that seems just more like a targeting mechanism, but with this one he's got a few things going on. What they are, who knows? But yeah, now you've seen it. Does have some of the same problems as the original figure, where the knife sheaths on the arms do slide down. Obviously, you have to get the hands off to get the shield on. I'm not going to do that today, simply because I'm pressed for time. And let's be honest, you guys aren't here really for the Crimson Alley Viper as such. Most of you are here for this guy. So yeah, there's definitely a couple of reviews for this guy online already. So if you've watched those, well done. If not, and this is your first time looking at the figure, awesome, thank you for tuning in. These figures were all courtesy of Gary from Return of the Nerd. If you're not familiar with him, check him out on Facebook or Instagram. He is a great retailer based out of Taiwan, and he can get you stuff ahead of time, so you don't have to wait on Hasbro and so on and so forth. So Parth Wolf Spider Varma, you've got this fantastic art of him rappelling from a Black Hawk with a couple of others rappelling in the background. Looks like some sort of temple there. Nice piece of artwork here. Obviously, being the first Indian character in the line, this is pretty awesome. Loadout up the top, we'll get into that in a second. Looking at the back, all right, so let's start with his skill sets. So Parth is starting from left to right. So Parth is a level 2 in security. He is a level 2 in light weapons. He is a level 4 in infiltration and a level 4 in rescue. So that is Parth. He's also number 109 in the line. Crazy that we're at the point where we're at 109 in the line. A lot of people would have written this line off very early on in the piece, but that's a whole other story for another day. So let's crack him open. So this is Parth, aka Wolf Spider. So you get a nice look at this artwork here, which is pretty cool. He's got the shotgun that came with Falcon. Let's have a look at the figure. So, as people have mentioned, if you weren't already aware, he does have a lot of reuse in play. Bits and pieces from scrap iron and a couple of other figures. I can't remember who right now, but yeah. So he's got like this vest up here with the yellow on it, which has been a little bit polarizing for some people. He's got his JoPro up here, same head as Kamakura, legs, holster here, kind of basic really in premise. I guess it's just a perfect example of Hasbro reusing parts to get a figure out. I do love the wolf spider here, even though I hate spiders, and there's a lot of wolf spiders here in Australia. But here's a nice figure all in all. It would be interesting to see what route Hasbro were going to go through originally with him. So let's crack into his accessories. So you've got the Falcon backpack. Again, the reuse that I did mention. Spot here and here for different bits and pieces, which we'll have a look at shortly. A rope attached to the back, which is ironic considering that he comes with a rope. Got the antenna for the backpack, same as one Falcon. And the shotgun, same as Falcon, but obviously they've changed the color of the shells at the back there. And this does flip over. Oh, and it also comes off quite easily, but is pretty easy to put back on. I personally would have liked a better weapon to come with this figure, but you know, it is what it is. Little handgun, again, nothing special, much like the one that comes with the Crimson Alley Viper earlier in the video. Most of you have probably skipped ahead at this point, that's fine. And a little piece here, I'm not entirely sure what that is for, but I'm sure I'll figure that out shortly. I'm guessing it's to attach the night vision goggles, which I now have in my hand here. These are nice little paint deco on them. Pretty cool. I've mentioned in previous videos how Hasbro has been going nuts with night vision, which makes sense when you consider Night Force. It's a big thing at the moment. And then we've got this mask here. Again, nice new piece of tooling. We'll get that on his head shortly. You know what? Let's put it on there now. Why not? Slot it on there and have a look. Pretty cool. Definitely fitting his Night Force aesthetic. We've got a knife. Pretty sure we've seen this one before. Nothing radically different. Hasbro do love a knife. We've got his helmet. This is a lovely piece. A nice paint deco on here. Yellow. Matches the figure down here. The yellow doesn't faze me a lot. I know some people took umbrage with it, but I don't mind it. But yeah. I feel like this is going to be a little bit easily worn out if put on the head repeatedly and taken off, simply because it's one piece. But yeah, guess try not to fiddle with that. We have his rappel rope. I personally would have liked to have seen this be functional in terms of having a carabiner like here or something that you could attach it to, so he can actually rappel with some kind of hook on the end. I think Hasbro cheapened out on that front. And you know, ironically, that the Alley Viper, much like the original, comes with that grappling hook. And you can take that out and you can attach a string to that and to that. So they give us a string with this figure, they don't give us a string with this figure, which is poor form and a small gripe, but it is what it is. So that's the loadout. Let's get him all kitted up and have a look at him. Okay, so I've got him mostly kitted out, but I am having issues getting this backpack in the peg, and that's because the vest is sitting too high over the peg hole. This would probably need to be warmed up a little bit. I don't know if they're all like that, but as you can see, it's not slotting in properly. It's just enough to sort of stay there, but it won't stay firm. So that is something to be mindful of. So yeah, that's a bit of a QC issue, but not surprising. There's nowhere to put the rope, which is a bit of a shame, like I mentioned. That little piece that I did show in the video is the, well, it was the stock from the shotgun. It must have come loose in the packaging because it's not listed in the loadout. I didn't open my Falcon figure because it's just lame and I don't really care for it. But that's the shotgun. It does look good with him, but personally, you know, being a trooper that, you know, works in the field that he does, something a little bit more heavy duty than a shotgun would have been applicable, in my opinion, but it's a small gripe. This mask you can't put on at the same time as the helmet, but the helmet does look good, as you can see, with the night vision goggles just popping down like so. The helmet is a little difficult to get on. So yeah, like, be mindful of what I said about taking that on and off. I'll probably be just leaving mine on. And that is pretty much him in a nutshell. The knife goes in the back. If you don't have Falcon, that's where it goes, next to the antenna, which for a rappelling character is probably a little bit impractical if we're being, you know, if we're keeping it a buck. But you know, this is JoJo, it is fantasy, so you know, there are some artistic liberties that one has to take. So that is him. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to getting Parth? You're looking forward to the Crimson Viper? Let me know in the comments. We'll put them both together and have a look at them. All right. And there we have them. All in all, I'm happy with both. I think it's great to have a new Joe to flesh out the line. It'd be interesting to see his story explored because we know nothing about him other than that he is Indian and he is in Night Force. The Crimson Viper, we already know what they're all about. But yeah, I think both are a great addition to a collection. And as I mentioned, really looking forward to pairing him with the His Tank. This guy here, I'll probably be changing his loadout. I want to see, it'd be interesting to see if Gridiron does like some sort of hook to suit him out with, because that would be great. Then you could get rid of that Falcon backpack and give him a nice loadout. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is short and sweet today, trying to get this done because my phone battery is going to die. But yeah, if you like what you saw, please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe, turn your notifications on. The YouTube algorithm doesn't make it easy for content creators to get this stuff seen, so your support is greatly appreciated, and it doesn't take much to press a couple of buttons now, does it? So thank you again. Stay tuned for more reviews. I've got more stuff coming to the channel. I've had some computer issues of late, but that's another story. But thank you once again. I appreciate every single one of you who have already watched my videos and have shown love for what I'm doing. I'm still new to this, but I'm really enjoying it. So that's what it's all about, fun. So thank you so much. Have a great day and stay tuned for more.